I hope you all are safe, healthy and happy and also enjoying. Okay, so today we are going to learn a new chapter from this EVS book. The chapter is water. Okay, and the chapter number is chapter number 6. What is water? Water is a liquid part. Okay, water is very essential for our survival. We need water to drink, we need water to take bath, we need water in cooking. So water is a very vital part in our lives. Okay, all living things, plants, animals, humans need water to live. All human beings and all living beings like animals, birds and also plants need water to live, to grow. Now we will study need for water. Why do we need water in our lives? We need water in our daily lives for various purposes. We need water to drink, to wash, to bath, to cook and to clean. We use our water, we use water for drinking, okay, for taking bath, and we also use water to clean utensils, to clean our houses, the floors of our houses, the equipments, okay. Plants and animals also need water to live. Just like we need water, water is an essential part of our lives. That's how similarly water is essential for plants and animals as well. Fish and many other animals live in water. Ducks need water, okay, to swim. Then fishes need water to live because they live in the water. Water is also used to produce electricity. The electricity we get is produced with the help of water. Okay? So water plays a very important role in every living being's life. Now we will study the sources of the water. There are two sources of the water. One is natural source and another is man-made source. Okay? One is natural source, another is man-made source. We have two sources of water. One is natural, another is man-made. Man-made sources are the source which a man has made. Okay, therefore it is called man-made. The sources which are made by man. Now turn to page number 46. We will study about natural sources of the water. We get water from ponds, rivers, lakes, springs, oceans and seas. So the natural sources are lakes, and then we have river, and then we have springs, and another natural sources is sea and ocean. Okay, and we have lakes and ponds. We have rivers, springs and sea ocean. Now we will study these sources. Okay, what is lake or a pond? So what is lake or a pond? Lake is a large body, okay? A large water body surrounded by land on all sides is called lake. So a large water body, okay, which is surrounded by lands. Land is surrounded next to lake, okay? So lake is a large water body and pond looks like this, but pond is in smaller shape. The shape of ponds are small, but the shape of lakes are large. They both are water bodies. They both are almost of same nature. Okay. Now we will study river. What is river? River is a large flowing body. Rivers are very long. Okay, very large and long. A large body of flowing water is called river. River originates, river starts from the mountains. River starts from the mountains and flows into the sea. River starts from the mountains and flows into the sea. So river has a long way. It starts from the mountain, above the mountain. Okay, starts from the mountain and it comes down slowly and gradually to the sea. And now we will study springs. Okay, you know what is spring? Springs are the waterfall. Okay, we must have seen ऐसे mountains होते हैं, hills होते हैं. Okay, so water flows from this part from upward to downward. Okay, and therefore we call it springs. Springs are also called waterfall. We call it jharna in Hindi. Springs flow from the hills to the lands. It starts flowing from the hills and it comes down to the land. And now we will study seas and oceans. Seas and oceans are big water bodies. Seas and oceans are the biggest water bodies. There is nothing bigger than sea and the ocean. Okay? The biggest water bodies are called seas and ocean. But the water which is present in the sea and ocean has a taste. It is salty in taste. Okay? We cannot drink the water which has there in the sea and the ocean. Only the waters from lakes, ponds, rivers and springs, waterfalls are drinkable, are fit to drink and are pure and good to drink. Now we will study man-made forces. Okay? Now we will study man-made forces. What are man-made sources? Okay? So, rainwater swims through the soil and gets collected under the groundwater and is called groundwater. Okay? Rainwater, when rain comes, okay? When rain comes, the water flows from the soil to the ground. Okay? The water flows from the soil and comes to the ground. This is under the soil. The water flows from the clouds, comes to the soil and again flows to the ground, which is under the soil, and therefore we call it groundwater. Okay? Now, how do we collect this groundwater? This groundwater is also drinkable. We can drink the water which is present in the ground. Now, how to collect this groundwater? We use well and hand pumps to get this groundwaters. Okay? What do we use? We use hand pumps and well. Okay? We use hand pumps and well to collect the water which is present in the ground. And hand pumps and well are made by man, and therefore these are man-made sources. Okay? These are natural sources and these are man-made sources. See, you can see here on page number 46, here you have hand pumps and well, and the natural sources are springs, waterfall, river which is a large water body, and lakes. Okay? Now turn to page number 47. We will study food containing water. We eat different types of food, we drink milk, right? So there are so many food which has water in it. The content is water as well. We should drink a lot of water every day for good health because water removes all the dirty things and toxins from your body. Therefore, we should drink water every day. Some of the food items that we eat also contain water, okay? We eat some vegetables and fruits which has water as its content, okay? Like vegetables such as, we have some vegetables like spinach, then cucumber. Spinach and cucumber has water in it. If we eat spinach and cucumber, we get some proteins, vitamins and minerals from this, and we also get water from this vegetable, okay? So vegetables such as cauliflower, spinach, brinjal, broccoli, cucumber contain a lot of water. These are the vegetables which contain water. Now we have fruits which contain water. We have fruits like watermelon, strawberries, apple and even banana, okay? So we have banana and watermelon which contains water. We had vegetables which contain water and now we have fruits like banana, watermelon, strawberries and apples which contain water. So we will get the benefits of the fruits and also the water which is there in the fruits like banana and watermelon. And now milk and milk products such as curd contain water. See, milk contains water. Milk already is the liquid part. Okay. Now the product which is made out of milk like curd. Do you know what is curd? We call it dahi in Hindi. So curd also contains a good amount of water. So if you have curd as your dinner or your lunch, you can have the benefits of the curd and also the water which curd has in it. And now meat, egg and fish also contain some amount of water. Now we eat fish, eggs and meat. It also has some water, okay? Less amount of water, but it has some amount of water. Now we will learn how to clean water. Water is precious, right? Because we need water in our daily life. We need water for drinking, for cooking. We need water for many purposes, right? So therefore water is very precious to us. Water is very important. Most important part of our life is water, okay? We must use it wisely because water is very precious and on earth only a few amount of water is drinkable and the rest amount is dirty, okay? So therefore we need to use our water wisely and perfectly, and we also need to reuse or save our water because water is very important and precious. We must also keep the water clean because only the water which is clean is fit for drinking and therefore we need to clean the water and we also need to keep the water clean. Activities such as washing and cleaning are making the water bodies dirty. We wash clothes, right, and we use soap. The water which has soap in it, soap dissolved in it, we throw it into the rivers or to the drains, which makes the water bodies dirty. So try to lower the amount of washing and cleaning. Sewage water and dirty water from factories often flow into rivers, making it very dirty, okay? So what is sewage water? Sewage water is the waste water and the dirty water. Factories prepare medicines, plastics, pens, markers, and they have certain amount of dirty or waste water which is called sewage water. They throw the water into the rivers and then those toxins make the rivers dirty. Okay? And if the rivers are dirty, we will not get the water which is fit for drinking. Dirty or polluted water is very harmful for us. It can cause many diseases. If we drink or we keep dirty and polluted water at our home or in our surroundings, we may allow different diseases or illness which can be cured, or some problems are not curable. Okay, we can cure them, or there are some diseases which are not curable. So always try to make the water clean and keep the water clean. Now we have to keep our water bodies clean, we must control the flow of dirty water from factories into rivers. Okay? Now we have some measures to keep our water bodies like rivers, ponds and lakes. So we can keep them clean. We have certain measures for it. So first one is control the flow of dirty water from factories into the river. The factories throw the dirty waters to the river. So try to control that, and we can keep the water bodies clean. Now stop washing clothes in water and stop throwing garbage in the water. Do not throw garbage into the water and throw the garbage into the dustbin. And this is how we can keep our water bodies clean. Now water for drinking. Okay? We must drink clean water. Drinking water is very essential to live, to survive. And we also need to drink the water which is clean, which is filtered, okay, or which is boiled. Dirty water contains germs that make us very ill if we take dirty water or we drink dirty water. Okay? So it contains, the water which is dirty contains germs, bacteria, various diseases, right? So that water which is dirty, which has germs and bacteria into it, will make us fall ill. And so we use different methods to purify water before drinking. Okay? So we should drink clean water. And how do we purify our water? We use different methods to purify our water. We can boil water to kill the germs present in it. If you boil the water, due to the heat, the germs get killed, okay? And therefore we boil the water to kill that germs. And we can also use a water filter or a water purifier to clean the water. Either you can boil the water or you can use water purifier or water filter to filter the drinking water. Stored in clean and covered containers so that they remain clean. After boiling, purifying or filtering the water, now you need to keep that water in a clean and covered containers. A container which is clean, first of all it is clean, make it clean and then cover the container, okay? Cover the container with a lid. Now we will learn how to save water. We must save water and take steps to stop wastage of water, because water is very precious and we only have less amount of water on earth, and therefore we should save water and also to reuse the water and try to stop wastage of water. Some means to save water are, and now we have certain measures and means to save the water. Taking bath using bucket and mug and avoid the use of shower. As I have told you earlier, if you use a bucket, suppose you are using a bucket, okay, and not the shower. Bucket has this much amount of water, and in shower there is a lot amount of water flowing, okay. So in In this case, in shower, the wastage of water is increased, and in bucket we cannot waste the water more. In this we waste the water more, in shower we waste the water more, and in bucket we can save the water and we can only utilize the amount which it has or the amount which it contains. Okay. Now turning off the tap when water is not being used. When you need water, turn on the tap, use it, but when you are done with the water, when you are not using the water, turn off the tap. This is the foremost rule to save water. Always try to turn off the tap. If you see anywhere that if the taps are turned off, go to that place and try to turn off that tap, okay? So that you can help in saving water. Now, mending taps that leak. By mending we mean repairing. So any tap which is leaking at your surrounding or at your home, tell your elders to repair that tap. Now, reusing water, for example, using water that was used for washing vegetables to water the plants, you can reuse the waters, like you use water to wash vegetables and fruits, and the water is still clean, then you can use the water to water the plants, okay, so that they can grow properly. And now we have the last measure, which is collect rainwater and use it for different purposes, okay. This is called rainwater harvesting. See how rainwater harvesting looks like. Now come to the board, look at here. It's a house, okay, suppose it's a house. Rain comes, okay. Now the rainwater is collected here. Now how you can save rainwater, okay. Make a pipeline so that the water can flow, and keep a container or a tank, cemented tank. Now we have the last measure to save the water, which is rainwater harvesting, okay? And the process goes like this. Suppose this is your house and rain comes on the roof of the house, okay? Prepare or make a pipeline. The water will flow from this pipeline and you can store it in any tank or in any container. This water will be used and you can use it in different activities. So this is called rainwater harvesting. This is how we harvest the rainwater. Okay? That's all for today. Now we will do the exercise part. Okay? Now let's start the questions. Okay? Choose question number A. Choose the correct answer. We need water for cooking or talking. We need water for cooking. Sea is a man-made or a natural source of water. Sea is a natural source of water. Spinach or dry fruits contain a lot of water. Spinach contains a lot of water. Sewage flowing into rivers make it clean or dirty. It makes it dirty. We use a water purifier and hand pump to purify the water. We use water purifier to purify the water. Now put true and false against the statements. Rivers or ponds are man-made sources of water. Rivers and ponds are not man-made sources of water, therefore it is false. Seas and ocean contains salty water. True, they contain salty water. Now, hand pump is used to get groundwater. Yes, true, the hand pump is used to get the groundwater. Rainwater harvesting is a method to save water. True, rainwater harvesting is a method to save water. We should not reuse water. It is a complete false. We should reuse rainwater. Now name the sentences. The water present under the ground, it is called groundwater. Okay? A natural source of water is called river, and a man-made source of water, well. Wells are the man-made source of water. The place from where rivers originate. Rivers originate from the mountains, from the hills. Okay? And a method of saving water. Rainwater harvesting is a method of saving water. Now we will do the question answer. Why do we need water? We need water for cooking, bathing, washing clothes, etc. Name the various sources of water. There are so many sources of water. Some are river, ponds, rains, wells, lakes and handpumps. Name some food items containing water. Food items which contain water are spinach, cucumber, watermelon, banana, curd, meat and fish. What is rainwater harvesting? It is very, and why it is very necessary? Rainwater harvesting means collecting rainwater from different places like rooftops, roads, open grounds, etc. and store it for different purposes. And another question is, why do we need to purify water? We need to purify water because dirty water makes us ill. That's all. Thank you.